affiliate marketing, network marketing, digital marketing. All that is so confusing. And yes, you are confused. I know. I know because I've walked in your shoes. You have probably watched 10 different videos this week alone, and they have promised you 10 different ways to make $10,000 in the next 10 days. One guru is screaming at you that dropshipping is dead. The very next video on your feed says it's the only path to freedom. One person tells you to create a course, and the next says that's a waste of time and you should just resell theirs. It's a lot of noise and it's chaotic. The problem isn't that you lack information, the problem is overload of information. You are trying to build a business based on someone else's reality instead of your own life and circumstances. You are looking at their revenue screenshots, those big flashy numbers, but you aren't seeing their calendar, their stress levels, their profit margins, or their bank statements for that matter. Today, we are going to strip away the hype. We are going to look at the 4 major business models beginners try: physical products, network marketing, affiliate marketing, and digital products. But I'm not going to use fancy graphics, B-roll, or hype music. Just logic. I'm going to use a simple burnout meter using my own hands. I'm going to read you the hidden costs directly from my notebook, the things nobody puts in the sales page. Together, we're going to find a path that actually fits your life. Welcome to A Business Brain. My name is Nadia. I help beginner digital marketers to build a profitable and sustainable business. I have a very simple, non-negotiable philosophy. A business that burns you out is a failed business. I don't care how much revenue is generated. If you hate your life while you are doing it, you will not sustain it long enough to actually get wealthy and build the life you dream about. Since we are keeping this real today, I'm going to be your human guide. But before I start, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That will tell YouTube that you want more of these videos. Let's go. For every model we discuss, I'm going to give you a score on the burnout meter. 1 means it's a calm walk in the park. 5 means you are having a panic attack at 3 a.m. wondering where your money went. We are going to cover everything from Amazon FBA. FBA means fulfillment by Amazon, to MLMs, MLM meaning multi-level marketing. And stick around, because I'm also going to talk about a training wheels approach that might save you from losing your savings on the wrong choice. I've also prepared a 1-page decision metrics PDF that summarizes this logic, which I'll tell you how to get at the end. If you are looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, please click away now. I cannot help you. But if you want a sustainable path that fits your actual personality, settle in. Let's look at the data. Let's start with the most traditional model, physical products. This includes dropshipping, Amazon FBA, or holding your own inventory in your garage, whether you have produced it yourself or not. Think of those candle makers, for example. On the surface, this feels the most real to beginners. Your brain can grasp that easily. You sell a mug, the customer gets the mug, you get paid. Simple, right? But let's look at the reality of the daily grind. On the burnout meter, physical products score a severe 4.5/5. Why is it so high? Because you are dealing with logistics that are mostly out of your control. Imagine this scenario. It's 2 a.m., you're asleep, your phone buzzes. Your mug supplier in China has delayed your shipment by 3 weeks because of a production issue. The customer who ordered that item for a birthday gift is now emailing you, angry, demanding a refund. Or the courier lost another package, and the third customer says the color looks weird and wants to return it. When you sell physical products, you are not just a business owner. You are a logistics manager, a quality control officer, and a customer support agent. You are dependent on the supply chain. You can't even travel freely because you are worried about inventory levels. Now, let's look at the hidden costs. The gurus tell you about the product cost. They say, buy it for $5, sell it for $20. But they rarely factor in the cost of returns. In some clothing niches, return rates are 30%. That eats your profit alive. They don't tell you about dead stock, the inventory you bought that nobody wants, which is now sitting in a warehouse, charging you storage fees every single month. And the biggest cost? Customer acquisition. To sell physical products today, you need to interrupt people on social media with paid ads. Ad costs are rising every single year. To make $100,000 in profit, you might need to move nearly $500,000 in revenue. The margins are razor thin. This model works if you are highly organized, love spreadsheets, and handle stress well. But if you are a solopreneur looking for freedom, I don't know about you, but for me, being anchored to a supply chain is the opposite of freedom. Next, we move to network marketing or multi-level marketing. You know the pitch. Be your own boss, work from your phone, make passive income. I've been in network marketing. I know what I'm talking about. First, let's clarify something. It is a legitimate business model. Companies are highly scrutinized by the authorities. They are not pyramid schemes. Anyone who says it's not legit does not know what they are talking about. The products they sell are generally high quality and backed by research. That being said, let's talk about it. The MLM logic is often flawed because the business model is confused with the product. You aren't usually paid just to sell a shake, a shampoo, or an essential oil. If you want residual income, you also need to recruit, train, and support other sellers. And pray they sell. On the burnout meter, this is a solid 5 out of 5. But it's a specific type of burnout. It's a social burnout. This exhaustion comes from monetizing your relationships. You have to be on all the time. Every dinner party, every school run, every old friend request becomes a potential sales pitch. You start looking at your friends and family as dollar signs. You stop being a friend and start being a prospector. I know. They promise you that you won't have to change your family and friends. But your first assignment is make a list of all the people you know. If that is not chasing your relationships, I don't know what it is. The emotional toll of constant rejection from people you know personally is significantly higher than a stranger saying no to an internet ad. It hurts more and longer. And here are the hidden costs found in the fine print. The financial barrier to entry is low, from $0 to maybe $100 to join, but the maintenance cost is high. You often have monthly minimums or auto ships where you must buy products yourself just to stay active. You are expected to buy tickets to seminars, training events, and conferences to stay plugged in. Not to mention the travel expenses to go to those seminars. The biggest hidden cost, though, is your social capital. Once you burn that bridge with your network by being that person who only messages them to sell something, you can't buy that reputation back. And unless you are in the top 1% of extroverted recruiters, the math rarely works in your favor because you never find the nerve to talk to strangers and ask them to join your team. Now, let's move on to the third model, affiliate marketing. This is simply recommending other people's products for a commission. You don't own the product, you don't ship it, and you don't handle customer service. You don't recruit. From a logic standpoint, this solves the logistics problem of physical products and the social awkwardness of MLMs. You are a connector, you are a middleman. You go online and recommend a product or a service. The burnout meter here sits at a 3 out of 5. It is manageable, but it has a catch. You are essentially a freelance marketer. If you stop driving traffic, you stop getting paid. The burnout here comes from two places: the content hamster wheel and the tech nightmare. To make this work organically, you need to be producing content, blogs, videos, reel, posts on social media, etc., constantly. The hidden cost is the tech stack. To do this right, you need funnel builders, email autoresponders, tracking links, bridge pages, domain hosting, etc. And here is a huge hidden cost of confusion. Most beginners fail here because they just spam links. They don't build an ecosystem. They don't build an email list. They try to do it all alone without a system, and they get stuck trying to figure out the tech. However, believe it or not, this is actually where I recommend most people start, but with a major caveat. You need the training wheels I was talking about. You need a system that handles the tech and the high-ticket sales for you while you learn the ropes and while you get paid. This is why I often talk about ecosystems like OLSP. It's designed for the beginner who wants the benefit of affiliate marketing, high margins, no inventory, but needs a done-for-you element so they don't burn out trying to code a website on their first day. It lowers that burnout score significantly because you aren't building the infrastructure from scratch. You are just plugging into one that works. It removes the tech variable so you can focus on the marketing aspects. Finally, we arrive at digital products. This is packaging your knowledge into an ebook, a course, or templates. Watch the burnout meter closely here. It starts at 4 to 5 during the creation phase. Writing the book, filming the course, or building the tool is front-loaded, intense work. You are working for free for months. But once the asset is created, the meter drops to a 1. This is the only model where the effort is detached from the fulfillment. You can sell 1 copy or 10,000 copies. The effort to deliver the file is exactly the same. It is the holy grail of scaling. The hidden cost here isn't money. It's imposter syndrome and the marketing hurdle. The imposter syndrome is paralyzing because you have to battle the internal voice saying, "Who am I to teach this?" And then you have to build an audience and you have to learn how. You cannot sell a course to an empty room. This is why digital products are usually the second step. You start with affiliate marketing to learn how to build an audience and earn while you learn. Then, once you have that audience, you sell them your own digital product. That is the logical progression. So, how do you choose? It comes down to your burnout tolerance. If you love logistics and hate being on camera, physical products might work. If you are an extreme extrovert, maybe network marketing fits. But if you want high margins, no shipping, and a logical path to freedom, affiliate marketing is the smartest starting point. But don't do it alone. You need a system. If you want to see the training wheel system I mentioned, the one that helps you build that affiliate foundation without the tech burnout, I have linked a resource called the Megalink. In the description below, you'll find it. It's the logical first step to learn the skills without risking the farm. I have also linked the free Decision Matrix PDF down there, which breaks down these scores so you can print it out and look at it. Stop spinning. Pick the path that fits your life, your personality, not just your bank account. I'd be curious to discover